Finish the session learning from failure. So with all the success stories that we hear, it's also good to hear what happens if you lose a piece of business. And whether you are a destination, a venue, a DMC or a PCO, it doesn't matter. You can lose something. So what happens then? You know, once the dust is settled, learn from it, and particularly do an evaluation with the team members. And from that learning point on, use these points back in the future so you take something negative into positive. The decision-making process of convincing a conference organization to come to your destination can be having very different aspects of decision-making. Other than the nitty-gritty bit, if it does fit in size and if accommodation is fine and transport is fine, there are some more political or emotional decisions being made, and it's up to you to really analyze that process and making sure you can positively influence that as best as you can. What many of us every time do is, in our enthusiasm, try to talk about your destination, and instead of talking about your destination, you need to actually listen in to what the client needs and how decision-making process will be made and your role and influence on that. So more listening and less talking. Very beneficial is that a destination pulls together so that a venue or other accommodations or organizers or a convention board or whoever is there needs to become part of a team. Why? In order to share knowledge and expertise, but also the client demands from the destination that everyone who is part of pulling a convention into the destination is present at one point in time and shows commitment that they're behind the idea. I would recommend always to call a meeting on every party or person who was part of the destination team and part of the promotion of getting the conference into the destination, and evaluate. And instead of pointing fingers at people or at companies, just to put the story on the table and analyze it together. And then also write a recommendation points and share that again with everyone involved. But leave the personality away. That doesn't make any sense. Leave the emotion away. I looked up Gdansk on the website before I left, not just about the weather conditions, but also a bit about the history. And I was really surprised that at a time that Amsterdam did not exist, this town already was existing. That in golden ages, Gdansk and Amsterdam must have worked together by trade. So that is very interesting. And you also still see a little bit of Dutch influence in some of the city parts, a little bit of the Giebel houses and the merchant houses. You still see that back. And then very famous inventors are born in this city. In addition, Second World War started here. Quite significant world things have really happened in Gdansk. And to be honest, before I participated in the seminar, I had never even looked at Gdansk before. So being here now, I'm very impressed with the city and with the people. I really think that it's a very lovely city. It is very nice to visit a city that kept its heritage and that people painstakingly have rebuilt their history. That shows that the people are proud of where they are from, and that enthusiasm also was shared among the attendees of this meeting, really. And all of us, including myself, I was very impressed with the enthusiasm, but also with the beauty of the historical town center and the meeting hall we were in last night for the welcome reception.